Greetings to the whole house of Yasrael and also to the chosen Gentiles. Greetings from Abba Yehovah to every one of us. This is another wonderful day Abba Yehovah has made for you and me to be rejoiced and be glad in His presence. Hallelujah. Just as our Messiah says, the biblical Messiah said, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every single word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yehovah." So I want to do another confirmation right now over here. Alright, so here we are, family, in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yehovah with this powerful message titled for you and me. 2020, end of 400 years slavery. COVID-19 is Abba Yehovah's judgment upon all nations. Should I take it again? 2020. Today we enter biblical 2020. You know, the world is already been there 3 months ago. But it is today we step our feet into biblical 2020. We are proceeding now towards Passover. Alright, so I take it that you know what Passover is? Blood flow. The blood of the blood, the blood of the firstborn of the Egyptians flew. Did you get that? Alright, I take it again. 2020, end of 400 years slavery. COVID-19 is Yehovah's punishment upon all nations. So now, how did this play out? Why should Abba Yehovah be placing punishment upon all nations through COVID or coronavirus? So let's dig into that through the eyes of the royal law. When you study the word of Abba Yehovah, you are just reading, the mind of Abba Yehovah. The word is the mind of Abba Yehovah. You want to know the mind of Abba Yehovah. That is what the royal law is. Okay, so now, with the mindset of the biblical Messiah, put on now that mindset or the mindset of the biblical Messiah, not that of Jesus that is so mad. I said he nailed this wonderful life, eternal breath of Abba Yehovah to the cross. That demon is so mad there. That's why I hate him. And I hate everyone that is also carrying him. When you know that the letter J that gave you Jesus is not yet 400 years old, and you still go by that pork name, remember the Spanish, they call your Jesus Jesus, and Jesus is the gracious God. They call Jesus Jesus. So I come about that. So I want to dig into that. But anyway, that is what Deuteronomy 28 said. The causes that we're gonna be serving another gods of wood and stone, that the other nation is going to give unto us in our land of Ezra. And we know who brought Jesus unto us. Nevertheless, with this being said, let us begin to dig into the royal law prior to the title. Let's precept it. Alright, now family, here we are in Deborah, best known as Deuteronomy 27, verses 26. Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them. And all the people shall say, what? Amen. He said, if you refuse to do confirmation, to bear witness to the royal law in every circumstances or situation, fearful, he said that person is under curse. No, not me. Not me. So these prophecies of going back to Egypt the second time has been there, I think, about 4,000 years now. So I want to do confirmation for the prophecies of about 4,000 years now. Or I want to bear witnesses for the prophecies that already been spoken by our forefather 4,000 years ago. And they say if you don't do that, it's cause. So I want to do some confirmation. Here I am, Revelation chapter 1, verses 3. Yes. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Did you get that? Say, if you do and keep, if you read the words of this prophecy, the prophecy of this book, and you do and you keep it, they say you are blessed. Why? Because the time of the fulfillment of that prophecy is at hand. So right now, so when we begin to see all these things, we'll know that what our redemption draw nigh. All this is happening. Let me tell you, the whole book, it has to do with the seed of Abba, that is the children of Abba, and with the seed of serpent. That is what Revelation is all about. That is what we want to do now is all about, and that is what this world is all about. Okay, say you have your father the devil, and the will of your father you will do. That's it. So I want to do some confirmation over here. Listen now. Revelation 22, verses 10, the father of it all. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. Right now, it is the very appointed time for the prophecy, excuse me, of 400 years slavery, or rather, Second Egypt slavery, to be over. So let's do it together, family, with a mindset of the biblical Messiah. Okay. So the mindset of unbiblical Messiah, which is Mr. Pork Jesus. Okay, that was why he said this wonderful prophecy he nailed to the Christmas tree. Because it's so unbiblical. No, that is fairy tale. That is fallacy. So we want to start with the prophecies of this book, okay? Now here we are. This is where the prophecies was being given. Bereshit, best known as Genesis chapter 50, verses 13, I read. And he said unto Abraham, by then was he Abram, okay, meaning father. So until Abiyawa changes his name in chapter 17, he now called him, now you are no more Abram, but Abraham, simply means father of many nations. All right, now I take it again. And he said, and meanwhile here he still was a married man, no child, okay? I read. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Listen now, 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve, I will judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance, great glory. The great glory. Wow, that is the area we are, in fact, I'm so excited, okay, even though the whole world is shaking. The whole world, judgment is beating against the four corners of the earth. Oh, you said devil is doing this? Heavy punishment is being placed upon the Italians. You said devil is doing that? Okay, now. Italy will finish, and the blood of Italy is going to be upon all pastors' head. We'll do that tomorrow. In order to get the accuracy of this second Egypt, so let's go to the first Egypt. He said they're going to be enslaved, but now you know who that is the slave masters. It is Pharaoh and the Egyptians. So here we are, Shemo, Exodus 3:7. You can take it, read it all. It pertains to this. This is where the name of Abba Yahweh will be revealed. No time to go in details about that. I just read. And Jehovah said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their tax masters, for I know their sorrows, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land unto a good land, and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the, yeah, okay, Canaanites, yeah, okay, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, oh my father. It's tough, eh? All right, now, Perizzites, okay. And the Havites, and the Jebusites, okay. So that's our land. So that overflows with milk and honey. All right, now. So let's do the confirmation. We started already. So he said he's seen our suffering. That like always know the second Egypt is as the first Egypt. So right now let us go to the first Egypt. So where we just read in Genesis 15, 13 to 14, we have about three characters over there, to deal with. I think we're going to be focusing on two because I think yesterday, or no, the before yesterday, deal with one of it about the blessing when you obey. Okay. Now it said this is the three categories over there that will be enslaved for a certain number, 400 years. I want to see that first and see how accurate our Abba Yewa is. And number two, he said he would judge that nation. I'm going to put punishment, heavy one upon that nation that enslaved them. And number three, the third categories, he said they will come out with great glory. That is, I'm going to, be blessing them heavily. So I think we'll do that already. So I want to do the two, judgment and the 400 years again, because from the first Egypt, you can get the understanding of this second Egypt. Exodus chapter 12, verses 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. So why the 30 years? Is Abba Yehovah contradicting himself? No, because the people of Yehovah was not also ready, and that brings about the 30 years delay. They wasn't ready, just as me and you also speaking now. Many of them are not ready. The mansion is ready, but where are the saints? That is why I said we should not seal the prophecies of this book, for the time to fulfill it is right now. Because the mansion is ready. That is the end of the slavery. You will be rewarded when you make a U-turn anyway. So that was the stipulation. So we see already the first Egypt, they spent 430 years. However, Abba Yehovah revealed unto me, according to the revelation he gave unto me, that the country started from the very moment Joseph entered Egypt, because that was slavery. That is when he began to cut that slavery. Okay, I think Joseph spent, okay, let me, I think he just spent 12 years because he left while he was 18 or 17. He spent 13 years, okay. So we're going to be minusing 30 from this extra 30 years, which means the delay was 40 years minus 30, 23 years. Is this so? No, 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 no. Let me do my simple calculation. I'm sorry. In order not to be wasting the time. All right, I got it. So 70 years was the extra delay, because he gave it unto me as a vision that the 430 years started counting right from the very moment Joseph entered Egypt as a slave. You understand? And we also went there, also become that slave. All right, now, so 17 years whole delay. Okay, we can still leave it 30 years, but that's the vision I got, which it makes a powerful sense. Yes, he was the one who first of all went back to Egypt as a slave. And we now also say right from the very moment he stepped his feet in Egypt, there the counting begins. All right, now Deuteronomy 28:68, I read, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again. So if you say again, technically he once did it with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall serve your okay, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondmaid, and for no one shall buy you. No one shall buy you simply mean no one is going to redeem you, no one is going to free you, no one is going to set you free, but I alone. Okay, this is the second and the final last Egypt. Now, you see, say we're going to be sold into Egypt, and our brother Africa, America, I bet you want use that to fulfill this very wonderful prophecy. Okay, in 70 AD, isn't the world history, the people of the book, but through the persecution of the Roman Empire, persecuted our forefather, over 1 million fled into west coast of Africa, best known today as Nigeria. Don't get it twisted. The people of the book scattered in the four corners of the earth. But afterwards, Abba Yewasi took some part, okay, in 1619. Okay, that's it. Let me say yesterday, end of 400 years was complete. That yesterday, because yesterday, 2019, completed. All right, Abba Yewasi took some part. It's in the world history, people, and transport them into America. So they are the mirror we are using to calculate our time of freedom. And we are all coming out. A huge part of it is still left in Africa. The people, in fact, our brothers in America, they are saying it, a huge part of it is still left in America, in Africa. Okay, but Abayawa took some part to fulfill the second Egypt. And they said the world history indeed, they really indeed go by ships with irons on their neck. Yes. So right now the 400 years is completed. So one will still put some. We are still in the, we are still proving the second Egypt. Okay, Prophet Ezekiel is being, called the Son of Man. That is the office or whatever of Yahushua HaMashiach. So I read Ezekiel chapter 4, 5, and 6. You can read it all, but I want to read 5 and 6. For I have laid upon thee the years of their iniquity according to the number of the days, 390 years, so that thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Yisrael. That is the entire house. Now here is the kingly tribe. So the entire house punishment upon Zechariah, Ezekiel is 390 days. Verse 6 now. And when thou hast accomplished them, lay again on thy right hand, and thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Yehudah 40 days. I have appointed thee each year, I have appointed thee each day for a year. Now 39 plus 40, that is 430 years, exactly what we see right in the first Egypt. This prophecy hasn't yet been fulfilled. Yes, our Messiah's temple, the one they call Ezekiel temple. A lot of prophecy here hasn't yet been fulfilled. And here when this prophecy came, they were in Babylon. Okay, there was also in exile. But he prophesied again the second Egypt, because we must go back to the second Egypt. So you see, 390 years, 390 years, 390 days plus 40 days, that is 430 days. So I'm going to count a day as a year for you. That is 430 years. Our first forefather once spent right in the land of Egypt. And we know Egypt is Africa. And he said we are returning right back there again. But it's complete. That is the good news. Yesterday, completed. Could you believe that the Christian pastors, I heard it on YouTube, they begin to mock us already, that we are making noise. 400 years complete now. We are watching because you people say you came because you came by ship. You fulfill Deuteronomy 28 curses. No problem. Where is your Messiah? And now 400 years is completed. They are also counting it after us. 400 years has already been complete. Now where is your Messiah? He now forgot the 30 years delay. But we are not delay, because before that, in fact, from the any moment from now, you're always going to prove that useless and wicked pastor wrong. And now begin to mock. You have been making us Africa, America. You have been choosing people. You are the one that fit the courses. Yes, we came by ship. Yes, a yoke of iron be placed in our neck. Yes, we labor, but we never eat of it. We build America, but we have no part in it. Yeah, we are second class citizens, this and that. Now you said, now 400 years since you came from Africa, you've been sold as a slave. Of course, 400 has already been complete. Where is your Messiah now? That one is counting on their own. Okay, if you count by your, which is only 3 months ahead, but we just end our own yesterday. So you watch out from now. See the heavy punishment. It starts already. Does this not baffle you that judgment begins right December 31st, where they were about to enter into 2020? The whole world started. Abayawa throw his arrow already, because he said that nation I will judge. Now I want to see why is he judging the whole world now? If he said they are going to Egypt the second time, is the whole world Egypt? Yes. Let me give you the significances of our biblical New Year and end of the year. Now, Mystery Babylon is also the first Babylon. End of Abayawa's year. What happened? Mystery Babylon, we can see that in Revelation 17, the first Babylon was plain. But this mystery, they are pagan, but they're going to be coming out to you and say they are believer. So the first mystery, the first Babylon was pure paganism. But the mystery, why is it so? Okay? In order to deceive people, they're going to be playing that games. That is the mystery behind that. Mystery Babylon with a supernatural wicked power. So in the end of Abayawa's year, where were the people of the book? We were in Babylon, the first Babylon. So what happened? The Babylonians go down the grave. Haman and his 10 sons. And that speaks of the 10th plague again. Haman died, and his 10 sons goes down the grave, and many Babylonians also went down the grave. The 10 plagues. All right. So that is the end of Abayewa. People goes down. The seed of serpent goes down. In the beginning also goes down. The firstborn of Pharaoh, the firstborn of the Egyptians, and their best army. That is the judgment. So I think one will start that now. Then went down the grave. That is the beginning. Okay. Now Mystery Babylon is also the whole world. It said come out from Babylon. That is Revelation 18. The whole world is Babylon. Because it said Babylon divided herself into 3 parts. You can see that Revelation 16:19. The whole world is Babylon now. Now, the Egypt is also the whole world now. Listen, now how does that work? Where do I also jot that down? Okay. Final judgment on all nations also first Egypt begin of Abba Yehoah's year and judgment. Okay, so right now, the first Egypt, there will begin. Abba Yehoah is the beginning of the year, and that also begins Abba Yehoah's judgment upon nation that want to mess up his children. The Babylonian was the second, which is the end, and the Egypt was the first, which is the beginning. The end is disastrous for the seed of serpent, is judgment, and the beginning is judgment. Now, the Egyptians is also the whole world today. We are already in the path of judgment. It said that nation I will punish. I'm going to judge them. Now, Exodus chapter 4, 22 to 23. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yehovah, Yahweh is my firstborn. Yahweh is my son, even my firstborn. 23. I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will slay thy firstborn. I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. Anything that holds us back this particular moment, it means danger on you. It means serious destruction, heavy punishment. Okay, and he did it. You know, indeed, he punished, he killed all the firstborn of Pharaohs. Quickly, we want to read some part. I won't be able to read all the 10 plagues. No. Exodus 9:1. Then Yehovah said unto Moshe, go unto Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith Yehovah Elohim of Hebrews, let my people go that they may serve me. If thou refuse to let them go, I will hold them and will hold them still. Behold, the hand of Yehovah is upon thy cattle. It destroy their businesses. All your airport is shut down, okay? Which is in thy field, upon thy horses, upon thy ass, upon thy camel, upon thy ox, upon thy sheep, there shall be a very grievous, mourning. And Yahweh shall, he said, Abba Yahweh is going to spare anything that belongs to the people of the book, but that of the that of the Egyptians is going down the grave, and he did it. It destroyed your crops, everything that is bringing money to you, your education, everything is shut down. Therefore, he now spared that of his children. And you're going to see how he's going to spare now his own children from this calamity, beating against the four corners of the earth. Let me tell you, coronavirus penetrate the whole world already. The whole world is 195, recognized countries. Feel that is not really that sovereign. They also included 197 countries. Corona is everywhere now. Yes, this is a powerful sign, okay? Now, Exodus 11:6. And this shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it anymore. But against any of the children of Yasrael shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know that ye may know how Yehovah doeth put a differences between the Egyptians and Yasrael. It's to separate the sheep from the goat. Okay, and that's what we are seeing now. So to see how severe that punishment was, just go and read Exodus chapter 7, way down to Exodus chapter 14. It slew the firstborn. It destroyed everything. Their business. In fact, India, I said that already. If you see, more than thousands of animals just died mysteriously. That was last week, okay? It's beating against every single thing. Okay, even the best men of Pharaohs, he got all of them drowned in the Red Sea. He finished all of them over there. Okay, he destroyed their gods. All right, now. Lakman is going to do it now. All right, now read. This is what makes the whole world now again the land of Egypt. I read Luke chapter 21, 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Gentiles is the one ruling out the synagogue of Satan. He said now the true people of the book, they're going to be scattered into all nations. And that makes all nations today Egyptians. And Abayiwa said, the nation that enslave you, he will punish. What is enslaving us? Christianity number one. The people of the book is being lied to. Islam number two. The people of the book is being deceived. Even the synagogue of Satan, they are people of the book also, people of the book is also over there being deceived. Even in China, the word of Yahweh is not allowed to be propagated. Even in Italy, their property, the satanic wicked animal from the pit of hell, he also enslaved the people of the book among him because the tribe of Ephraim. We see the tribe of Ephraim, white people is also going to be coming out. And we also see black people is under Catholicism. In fact, all Christendom practicing, it came from Catholicism. So that makes the whole world Egypt. And judgment, and you see the heavy punishment already on Italy. He's the one doing it. That is the message tomorrow. He is doing it right at the set time. Abayawa is too accurate. It's too accurate. Deuteronomy 28:25. And Yahweh shall cause thee to be smoten before thy enemies, and thou shalt go out one way, okay, against them, okay, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And that makes it dangerous for the whole world now, because the people of the book is among all these nations. And this nation is their oppressors. They don't let the word of Abiyawa to flow the way it's supposed to be. And that is why coronavirus is number one judgment. You see another one comes out already. That is what I want to discuss tomorrow. Hantavirus. China, they are spelling their name gradually. Coronavirus. China, see. Coronavirus. First alphabet of this word called China, coronavirus. Second alphabet of this word called China, H, hantavirus. So follow up tomorrow. I want to spell all the 5 alphabets and let you see the wickedness inside that China, this word called China. See the punishment. Deuteronomy 28:60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Oh, okay. Also, every sicknesses and evil plague and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will Yehovah bring upon thee until thou destroy it. Did you get that? And ye shall be few. Okay, did you get that? So it's bringing it. Even the sickness that is not even named over here. Okay. Even when Spanish flu came, what did they call it? They don't even know the name. Then okay, now it came from Spanish. Okay, now Spanish flu, because that is the one you don't even know what it is. Worst is on its way coming. Okay, this is the punishment. This is the judgment. Exactly the way he did it, he's bringing it back again. Christianity, God, that is simply mean enslaving of the people of the book. You are lying unto them. You are deceiving them, taking their money, enslaving, lying everywhere. They will enslave you mentally. The same with Islam. Islam is not taking your money, but they also enslave you mentally. Catholicism, those ones, they also take your money, but they're also lying to you mentally. Synagogue said, I don't know if they take your money, they're also lying to you mentally. And Chinko said, don't wait the word of Yahweh to be propagated over there. Fear for heavy punishment. This is just a knock, like I said. You see, Italians, everybody's speaking about it. Listen, because you also said they include is going to punish their gods also. So I want to go to that part now. The power, their authority, this China authority, and Italians authority, Christian authority, all over the world authority. Listen now, Hebrews chapter 12:26. Whose voice then shook the earth, but now ye have promised, saying, Yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven. It's a promise. I once shook the earth, but now I'm not going to shake only the earth only, but also heaven. 27. And this word yet means, yet once more signify the removing of those things that are shaky as of things that are made. Those things which cannot be shaky may remain. They say that separate, they are shakeable. They are the power of their authority, they are shakeable. Christianity is shakeable. Islam is shakeable. Catholicism is shakeable. China is shakeable. World power is shakeable. Civil ruler is shakeable. You are all shakeable, and therefore you will be removed because you enslave the people of the book, and that means problem. He said that nation who enslaved them, I will punish. Now, Luke chapter 17, 26, I'm not reading there to 30. The coming of Yahushua, what did he say? He said it's like the days of Lot and like the days of Noah. Like I said, the Egyptian is the whole world today because the people of the book is being transported in slave trade into the four corners of the earth. That make it worse. So the whole world is the days of Noah. And the Noah days is right where we are now spiritually. And the whole world is Egypt and the whole world is Babylon. It's going to shook you up. It started shaking already. Nations is shaking them already heavily. So we want to see what is in the heaven that also needs to be shaking. It's shaking the earth, said, but it also includes the heaven. Listen now, Ephesians chapter 2. Ephesians chapter 2 verses 2. Wherein in time past ye walked according to the courses of this world. Genesis 3, you get that courses, it begins over there. According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Where is the prince of this world? Is resident in the air, in the sky, in the heaven. He resident over there. So what are they doing? Let's check that out. The heaven that must be shaken to remove all their secret power and flow them here on earth. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. That is their heaven. He's shaking them. He want to cast all of them down. The prince of the air is bringing them down. Come down here and join the one here, Allah. Join Allah here on earth. And let know where our enemy is. No more hiding place for you. Come out. So let me show you what the prince of air is doing. That is why heaven must be shaking. Daniel chapter 10. This is Babylon, where the freedom time has already come. But answer was given how we should live. What happened? The prince of air said, no way. Let's see chapter 10, verses 12 to 13. Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou settest, O my father, for from the first day that thou didst settest thy heart to understand and the chasten thyself before Yehovah, that was fast, okay, thy words was heard, and I'm come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days. But Michael, one of the chief prince, came to help me, and I remained there with the prince of Persia. So where were they standing? In the sky, there was war in heaven. Revelation, let's quickly read that. So where a time of deliverance has come, because they don't want to be punished and they don't want to be shaken out of this earth. They don't want to lose their service nor their kingdom here on earth. If you see what is going on in the spirit realm, they mobilize their camp is so tight now that we goes nowhere in order for we or them not to lose our service. But you lie. Heaven is going to stand up. Exodus 12:12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night. I will smite the firstborn in the land of Egypt. Both man and beast is destroying your businesses already. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute what? Judgment. I am Yehovah. He's not going to beat against your prosperity or not your firstborn, but also your gods, because that is your authority. That stood now on the air and said, no, wait, this prophecy can come to pass. We will not lose their service. We are going to keep enslaving them, feeding them with a lie. He said, no way, tonight, midnight, I'm coming to do some dangerous act in your midst. You have never seen nothing. Italy, Christian. Now let's see, who is the God of Pharaoh? Ezekiel 29 verses 3. Speak and say, thus saith Yehovah Elohim, behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon. Do you see his gods? The great dragon. All right, who is dragon? Revelation 12, now I want to see who is dragon. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Minus Christianity, the whole world. Minus Islam, the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. That is the heaven that is shaking right now. If you see what is going on now in the spirit, they must be cast down. You must come down here and join together, both the one in the land, the one in the bottomless pit, and the one in the sea. You must come out and let us know who is our enemy, and stop feeding us with lies. He deceiveth the whole world. So what did he just say? The great red dragon, that word old serpent, from where? Genesis 3 is the old serpent. So his game is still the same. His lies is still the same. His tricks is still the same. If only you can study the royal law, then it will be very easy for you to, fish out. So that is the power in the air. That needs to be said. That is why I say it will shake heaven in order for this prophecy to come to pass. Revelation 8:10. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven. These are the place that needs to be. That is why I say we shake heaven. Listen now. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a great star fall from heaven. They are all falling from heaven. So this is the heaven that needs to be. It simply means their authority, the principalities and the power, the wickedness, the rulers of this world, the darkness, the ruler, the demon that's ruling this world. They all will be beaten. You see the judgment already. You said devil is doing this. You are all mad, Christian. Yes, the heaven. Revelation 12:7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angel, but they couldn't, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven, and they will be cast down here, because this is the final one to go, 1/7 to go. That is 1,000 years to go. So you all see the Michael, the archangel that came to get that prince of air out of the way and give the answer to the angel of good news, angel Gabriel, and the answer of how we're going to come out was being given unto prophet Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 verses 1. And at that time, this is the time, the very moment we are now, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book of life. This is the deliverance of the people of the book. So that is why the heaven must be shaking, and the earth also will be shaking. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 16. For Jehovah himself shall descend from heaven with the shout, with the voice of the archangel, that is Michael, because he's the angel assigned for the people of the book. Is the chief archangel. And with the trumpet of Jehovah, that is the voice of Jehovah, and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. This is the time to go out of Babylon. This is time to leave Egypt. It's going to be horrible. In fact, wars is still coming to the people of the world. Heavy judgment is still coming to be poured upon them. I heard it clear. He said, I'm waiting for Passover. Every firstborn needs to go down. Disaster is going to take place. In fact, worse is still coming. Because you hold his children bound. You are not serving him. You are also deceiving his children not to serve him. Let's put some more before I run out of time. Now, Matthew 18, verses 6, listen. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hanged around his neck and to be drowned in the deeps of the sea. So all the Pharaoh that causes the one that believe, because we were waiting in Egypt for the salvation of Mashiach, for the salvation of our father. He promised unto our forefather the land that flow with milk and honey. We still believe it, but Pharaoh was putting heavy punishment, heavy oppression upon us that we couldn't even handle it anymore. As our cry, then he heard. So where did he put them? Deep in the Red Sea. So how did he do that? He said you're going to be drowned. So a millstone is going to be hung upon your neck in order for you not to get out from that sea. In other words, you will never be redeemed. When he's putting this punishment upon all nations, no one is going to deliver them out. That was why he said, this is what I'm going to do. In fact, this one is going to see even better. A millstone is going to be tied around your neck because you caused me, you caused this little one that is waiting for my deliverance, for my second coming, to be eating pork and to be worshiping sun. You now said that Shabbat doesn't matter. Sun is the one that matter. Feast of Tabernacle, it doesn't matter. Christmas is what that matter. The biblical New Year doesn't matter. Paganism is what matter. You caused them to sin. Fine. Now, sin simply means breaking the royal law. You caused them to break my rules. You that did that to them. This is what I'm going to do to you. In fact, heavy one than this. A millstone will be tied on your neck. You will be cast into the deep sea. Why did he do that? When something heavy press you down inside water, how can you swim out? So it makes it difficult for you to be redeemed. You can never be redeemed. Italy, Christian, Islam, synagogue of Satan. I mean the people of the whole world, where the children of Yahweh is being scattered. It's heavy punishment. He said that nation that is leading, I will punish. The book of Joel, chapter 3. Okay, I read 1. For behold, in those days, that is the time we are now, these days, okay? And in that time, yes, when I shall bring again the captivity of Yehuda and Jerusalem, I also will gather all nations, and will break them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. What took place over there? I bet you want to set. Go and read it. Let me quickly quote that. Second Chronicles chapter 20 verses 1. You're going to see it over there. The valley of Jehoshaphat. And 22 to 23. It said, Abba, you want to set there. As we begin to praise and worship Jehovah, what happened? Abba, you want to set all these nations that wanted to enslave us, you now set them against each other. They now begin to help to destroy one another. And like man, this is how they're going to be destroyed themselves in Sharia law. I take it again, verses 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage, Yahweh, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. That you now begin to sell all as profit? Heavy punishment upon all nations. 3. And they have cast lot for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and so they get for wine that they may drink. What is wine? Go now to Genesis 19, take it from 30 way down to 38. The two daughters of Lot. It talks about that simply means sex perversion. Okay. The two daughters of Lot got their father drunk with wine in order for them to have sex. And that is what you are teaching the daughters of the kingdom in Italy. They also did it to me, okay? You see the sons of the kingdom shine through. This grows so rampantly in Italy. But it is the spirit of Italian that is enslaving us. You give the boy to harlot. A man will sit at home, carry a cross back. The woman will go and be prostitute and bring money for him. Yes, we did that in Italy. I also once did it, okay? But judgment is going to fall upon that power. Upon that power and all its worshippers. That's what we disclose. We disclosed that already, verses 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of the Philistine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Did you get that? He said, my silver may go, you take. Then 6. Then the children of Yehudah and children of Yahud, the children also of Yehudah and the children of Jerusalem, ye have sold into Grecians, and that they might remove them far from their border. Who is Egyptians? Christianity, everything they do is from the Grecians. Like Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. He is the Grecians' God. If you have first Maccabees, you're going to see how they said Jesus, first of all, in the temple of Yehovah, and then I begin to sacrifice swine, December 25th. He said you remove them from their own land, far from truth, far from the Shabbat. You not send them into song to go and be worshiping the gods of the Egyptians, Grecians. And that is all we are doing right now, as it then led us into that wickedness. He said, for swiftly and speedily, I'm going to return that judgment on your own head. Why? Because say you recompense me, because they cannot fight Yahuwah. But in the way they can get to Yahuwah is to enslave us, his children. That is how they want to recompense. But Abba Yahuwah says he's returning back on your bosom in 7 ways. Because the first Maccabees, and Messiah prophesied it again in Matthew 24, when you see the abomination of desolation set in the temple, run for your life. Jesus is the abomination of desolation set upon the people, because he's the Grecian's God. He came from Greek. Rima Shandalabosekeya. Verses 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw nigh, let them come up. After you once I should declare this to your hearing, I've already done so. He said you should prepare for war because everyone is still on the way. How you going to be fighting with your way? He said, I'm not going to meet you like he's not going to meet you like coronavirus, but he's going to meet you as Almighty Yahweh Aloha. So we are done. Tomorrow follow up. I want to disclose the alphabet, the wickedness in the alphabet of China. Coronavirus. After that, Hunter virus. What is that? I want to do that tomorrow. To Abba Yahweh be all praise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, it is done. To his name be all praise.